There is a fundamental misunderstanding that most men carry into every interaction they have with a woman they find attractive. They spend all their energy looking for the loud signals, the obvious hair flips, the constant giggling, or the rapid-fire text responses. They've been told by modern dating gurus that if she isn't performing for you, she isn't interested. But here is the truth that most men completely miss. High-value women, the kind who possess depth and emotional intelligence, rarely give away their hand that easily. In fact, the more a woman genuinely likes you, the more she might actually guard her immediate reactions. She is protecting her own heart while simultaneously trying to figure out if you are the grounded masculine presence you appear to be. If you're only looking for the obvious, you are going to miss the subtle psychological leaks that happen when her subconscious mind is already sold on you, even while her conscious mind is still playing it cool. Most men walk through life effectively blind to the reality of the women around them. They see a polite smile and think it's an invitation, or they see her quietness and think it's a rejection. They are reacting to the surface, never realizing that underneath that surface, a completely different conversation is happening. Attraction isn't a light switch, it's a slow-building frequency. And when a woman starts to tune into your frequency, she begins to leave breadcrumbs of interest. These are biological and psychological responses that bypass her social filter. In this breakdown, we are going deep into the mechanics of female psychology to identify 8 hidden signs that she secretly likes you, the signs she doesn't even know she's giving. The very first sign is what I call the vulnerability test. Imagine you're in a conversation that's going well. The energy is light and the social mask is firmly in place. Then suddenly, she drops a small piece of unpolished truth, a small insecurity about her career, a mistake she made, or a quirky habit she's usually embarrassed by. Most men, in their desire to keep the vibe positive, try to brush past this. But if you do that, you've just failed the test. When a woman likes a man, she begins to subconsciously audit his emotional container. She is asking herself, if I show him the parts of me that aren't perfect, will he crumble? We don't show our wounds to people we don't care about. We show them to the people we want to be close to. If she stays in perfect mode, she is likely keeping you at arm's length. But the moment she leaks a flaw, she is inviting you into her inner sanctum. She cares what you think, and that care is the bedrock of attraction. The second sign is the proximity shift, something so primal it is almost impossible to fake. We all have an invisible bubble of personal space. With 95% of the people we meet, that bubble is rigid. But when a woman feels a genuine pull toward a man, her subconscious begins to dismantle that boundary. Notice her alignment. In body language psychology, this is known as fronting, squaring her torso toward you. It is the ultimate sign of trust. Watch for the subtle ways she closes the gap, perhaps leaning in further than the conversation requires, or placing her phone closer to yours on the table. These aren't accidents. Her subconscious is testing the electromagnetic tension between you. If she enters your space and stays there, she is waiting for you to be the grounded masculine presence that acknowledges that tension without being overwhelmed by it. The third sign is the memory recall. Have you ever been in a conversation where she brings up a tiny, insignificant detail you mentioned weeks ago? In today's world of attention poverty, our brains filter out 99% of what people say. We only remember what we value. When a woman remembers the small things about you, it is a psychological leak that she has been ruminating on you. It means your words aren't just noise to her. They are data points she is using to understand the man behind the mask. She has been replaying the tape in her quiet moments. This is a profound act of intimacy and a sign that she is already emotionally invested. A man of presence notices when he is being noticed in this way. The fourth sign is the protective gate. We constantly arrange our environment to reflect our comfort. If a woman is on guard, she creates barriers, using her purse, her drink, or her crossed arms as a psychological shield. But the moment attraction takes root, the gate opens. If she slides her bag to the side or moves her glass out of the direct line of sight between you, she has just demilitarized the zone. She is removing the obstacles that prevent a clear energetic path. By clearing the space, she is signaling that she no longer feels the need to protect herself from you. Exposure equals trust. If she is tilting her head to expose the line of her neck, she is opening the gate and inviting you to step through. The fifth sign is the social guard. Watch how she behaves when other people, especially other women, enter the space. If she likes you, she will subconsciously claim you. She might subtly move closer to you or increase her eye contact to signal to the room that your attention is occupied. It's not about jealousy, it's about alignment. She is signaling that she has chosen your orbit. If she creates a bubble around the two of you that feels difficult for others to break into, she is secretly saying, "This is the man I want to be seen with." The sixth sign is physiological pupil dilation. This is rooted in our ancient brain. When we look at something we desire, our pupils dilate to let in more light and information. Most men never look closely enough to notice this, but if you maintain steady, calm eye contact, you will see it. Her eyes will literally soften and widen. It is a moment of pure, unadulterated seeing. If her eyes look sharp and constricted, she is in analytical mode, but if they are wide and soft, she is in attraction mode. This is a biological response she cannot control. Sign number 7 is the grooming leak. Watch her hands. Does she subconsciously touch her hair, adjust her jewelry, or smooth out her clothes while talking to you? In evolutionary psychology, this is known as preening. She is subconsciously trying to present the best, most symmetrical version of herself to you. She is reacting to your gaze and wants to be right in your eyes. This is especially powerful if she does it right after you've made a deep point or offered a grounded compliment. You are the mirror she is checking herself in. The eighth and perhaps most definitive sign is future casting. Attraction for a woman is the psychological integration of you into her future. Listen closely to her language, specifically the word we. If she says, "We should definitely check out that new restaurant sometime," she has just performed a future cast. In that split second, her brain has simulated a reality where you are still by her side months from now. She isn't just dating you in the present, she is auditioning you for her life's timeline. High-value women don't waste their imaginative energy on men they see as temporary. If she is casting you into her future, it's because she senses that you are an anchor. Attraction is not a one-way street. It is a dance of frequencies. As you learn to spot these signs in her, you must also be auditing yourself. Are you providing the stillness that allows her to feel safe enough to leak these signs? A woman won't show her vulnerability or open her gate if she senses that you are reactive, desperate, or performing. The signs occur because of the environment you created. A woman only unfolds in the company of a man who is still. Think about a lake. If the water is choppy, you can't see what's beneath the surface. But when the water is perfectly still, the entire world is reflected in it. That is what your masculine energy does for her. Most men spend their lives chasing the girl, the money, the status. But high-value attraction is about becoming. It is about becoming the kind of man who is so comfortable in his own skin that he doesn't need to ask, "Do you like me?" because he can feel the frequency of the room. He observes the protective gate opening, he hears the memory recall, and he senses the proximity shift, and he remains unchanged. He is the anchor. You've moved past the surface-level advice and started treating women like human beings to be understood. Which of these 8 signs hit differently for you today? Was it the future casting or the social guard? The reason these signs occur is that your masculine energy has created a safe harbor for her to express herself. If this resonated with you, it's because you are ready to step out of the noise and into the depth. Take this knowledge and this stillness into your next conversation. Don't look for the signs, just be the man who is worthy of seeing them. Stay grounded, stay present, and as always, take care of yourselves.